What do you say, baseball fans? Rye Bread talking baseball, episode 73 from the Florida Digs. Still working on camera angles and whatnot, but we're going to be able to get what we need said, I think, here quickly on a happy Father's Day to everybody. It's McClanahan at Gonzales tonight. Rays have lost 5 in a row, need to get back to their winning ways. Haven't won a game since Glasnow got hurt. And they're just a half game back. So if you lost 5 in a row and you're a half game back, you were doing all right. That doesn't mean you don't have to start winning some games. And they'll have a chance tonight with McClanahan going. His ERA is creeping up. His last 3 outings have been less than stellar after that fantastic start. But that's just an adjustment. We'll see if he can bounce back and make his adjustment now. 100-mile-per-hour heat from the left side shouldn't need too much adjusting. But as long as he's finding the plate, I think they'll be okay. They need one today, though. Don't want to lose 6 in a row. Still just a half game back. Boston takes over the lead in the East, and that's kind of how we had it, actually. It's kind of a unpopular pick, but I had Boston. I had Boston and Tampa Bay at the beginning. Tampa Bay is the wild card team, which is how it sits right now. Another game we're going to look at today, Manaea at Montgomery. I guess I'm a Yankee hater. I don't know. It's just I don't think they're very good. Even when I watch them, I don't think they're very good. I don't care how fast Chapman throws the ball. I don't think that they're dynamic enough to make a run. They can hit home runs, I guess, but they're not going to produce that many runs otherwise. Maybe with the tackiness coming off the baseball, they'll hit some more bombs, but the other teams are going to do that too. And the teams that are dynamic, that can run the bases, are going to rise to the top. I still think you're looking at Tampa Bay, Boston, Chicago White Sox, Houston Astros, Oakland A's. And then from there, we grow. But I think Reds and Padres is the game I'm going to be looking at in the National League today. I'm still keeping an eye on Castillo. Dinelson Lamet looks the part. The Padres have a bunch of these guys. Paddack and Lamet, they look like they should be fantastic. The stuff lights it up. But for some reason, something goes wrong. I don't know if it's a consistency issue, repeating the delivery issue. Both Lamet and Paddack both seem like they should be better than their numbers indicate. And Castillo starting to round back into form. Sure took him long enough, but the Reds will take it. Because the Reds' bullpen's so bad. They need somebody to go 7 innings to even have a chance to win the game, it seems. But the way they slug it, can't count out the Reds, ever. And then you've got Mize at Bundy. We wouldn't be so brave as to take the Tigers today. But Casey Mize is another one of those young gun guys for the Tigers that if Skubal, Manning, and Mize start pitching well a lot, it's not going to be a walkover game. The Twins are an easier out than when you have these guys on the mound. So we'll keep an eye on that game as well. But the focus obviously for McClanahan and Gonzales. Rays need a win. I don't know about that number, the Manaea and Montgomery. We won one, lost one on that. And in Florida, the sports gambling for Barstool that I have is not accepting my bets anymore. I don't know if it's a legality issue or it can't locate me here. So I'm going to have to find a new way. No, just kidding. It's going to be until we get back to Michigan, maybe before we can start placing any more bets. But it's no big deal. We've been doing $5 bets all year, and as of now, we are up $10, $15, $22. Ha-ha! But that's a lot in part due to the fact that the Rays went on that ridiculous winning streak. So thank you. Again, we're trying to focus on keeping these short now. I'm going to incorporate the cards more often into the show, especially during the dog days of summer when things aren't really happening. And frankly, yesterday I only got to watch a couple of games, so I didn't have a whole lot to get to today. We'll be back again tomorrow with a card report. I'm going to go check the card shops around town here and see where we stand. And then I'm going to do a quick overlay of getting cards graded and the process that goes into that, because I'm getting more and more into the cards. And as the dog days of summer approach and there's not as much to report that you can't get anywhere else, I'll try and add that little bit of flavor. So on a Father's Day, we're going to keep it short. Get at me on Twitter at RyeBread0844. If you want to get at me about some cards, leave a comment here in the section. We can get at it here as well. We're going to be at Homosassa Fishtails here this week for a remote. Look for us out there. More details to come. And then hopefully here in the future, we'll see you out there at Bascom's Chop House. Best steak in the city, best wine in the city out there. St. Pete, Tampa, Clearwater. Don't forget them. We're going to be back again tomorrow. We're going to do 162.